Welcome to Leading by Example, 6 Core Leadership Principles for Success, where we delve deep into the transformative powers of effective leadership. Did you know that nearly 58% of managers claim they received no management training? Surprising, right? Yet, here they are, expected to inspire and lead teams to success. In this series, we'll uncover not just the what and the why of leadership, but the how. From cultivating a visionary mindset to fostering innovation, these chapters are packed with actionable insights and strategies. Whether you're a budding leader or a seasoned executive, prepare to discover some eye-opening facts and methodologies that could very well redefine your approach to leadership. Stay tuned as we explore how to harness these principles in real-world scenarios, ensuring your leadership style is not only effective but truly exemplary. Ready to transform the way you lead? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Visionary Vibes. Seeing beyond the horizon. In the realm of leadership, having a vision is like setting the GPS before a road trip. It guides your team to the desired destination. But what does it truly mean to be a visionary leader? It's about seeing beyond the day-to-day tasks and envisioning what could be possible for the future. Think of it this way. If you're not clear on where you're going, how can you expect others to follow? A study by the Harvard Business Review highlighted that companies led by visionary leaders had a 12% higher employee productivity rate than those without. This statistic underscores the impact a clear vision can have not just on morale, but on the bottom line. Visionary leaders like Elon Musk make it look easy, but crafting a compelling vision takes thoughtfulness. When developing your vision, involve your team. This inclusion fosters a shared sense of purpose and makes your vision more than just a personal dream. After all, a vision that's shared by many stands a much better chance of becoming a reality. Remember, leadership is not just about the leader, it's about everyone moving forward together. Consider using vivid, engaging language when sharing your vision. For example, instead of saying, "We aim to improve our efficiency," say, "We will pioneer cutting-edge processes to set new industry standards." Doesn't the second one spark more excitement? Also, keep your vision simple and understandable. As Jeff Bezos once advised, big visions start small. Your vision should be easy enough for everyone on your team to grasp and remember, even if it aims high. Think about Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I have a dream" speech. Its power lay in its clarity and emotional resonance. Lastly, reinforce your vision consistently. A one-off meeting to announce your vision isn't enough. Integrate it into everyday actions and decisions. Show how daily tasks contribute to this larger goal. This approach not only keeps the vision alive but also aligns your team's efforts day in and day out. Chapter 2. Empathy Evolution. Leading with Heart. Leading with empathy might sound soft to some, but in reality, it's a powerhouse skill for effective leaders. Did you know that 77% of workers are willing to work longer hours for a more empathetic workplace? This figure from Businessolver's State of Workplace Empathy study shows just how much empathy matters in retaining dedicated employees. Empathy in leadership means genuinely understanding your team's feelings and perspectives. It's about more than just listening, it's about connecting. A simple way to start is by asking your team about their day-to-day experiences and really listening to their answers. This kind of dialogue can reveal insights into how team dynamics and workplace culture can be improved. Another aspect of empathetic leadership is being attuned to nonverbal cues. People often communicate more through their body language than through words. A furrowed brow or hesitant tone can speak volumes about someone's true feelings or concerns. Empathy also involves walking in your team's shoes. For instance, if a team member is struggling with a personal issue, consider flexible work options. This not only helps them manage their situation but also builds trust and loyalty within the team. But be careful, empathy doesn't mean lowering standards. It means supporting your team in meeting these standards. As Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, puts it, empathy makes you a better innovator. If you know what's blocking your team, you're in a better position to help clear the way. In conclusion, integrating empathy into your leadership style doesn't just improve workplace morale, it enhances productivity and innovation. By valuing and understanding your team, you create an environment where everyone can thrive. Chapter 3. Decisive by Design. The Art of Making Choices. Decisiveness isn't about making decisions quickly, it's about making the right decisions with confidence and clarity. In a survey by McKinsey, A staggering 72% of senior executives thought bad strategic decisions were about equal or worse than no decisions at all. This statistic highlights the critical nature of decisiveness in leadership. One key strategy is to cultivate a decision-making framework. Start by defining the problem clearly. What are you trying to solve? Next, gather relevant information and consider various options. It's like piecing together a puzzle. You need all the right pieces to see the full picture. But here's a pro tip. Don't get bogged down by overanalysis, a phenomenon known as analysis paralysis. Set a deadline for your decision. This helps keep the process on track and prevents the delay that can cost opportunities and morale. Jeff Bezos champions the idea of making decisions with 70% of the information you wish you had. He argues that waiting for 90% often takes too long. After making a decision, communicate it effectively. Ensure everyone understands not just the what, but the why. This clarity can rally the team around the decision, even if they initially disagreed with the direction. Finally, embrace the possibility of failure. Not every decision will pan out, but each provides a valuable lesson. Reflect on these outcomes, adapt, and evolve. As Colin Powell once noted, there are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. Chapter 4. The Feedback Loop. Cultivate, critique, calibrate. Feedback is the breakfast of champions, and in the world of leadership, it's an essential meal you can't afford to skip. A Forbes study found that companies that implemented regular feedback had 14.9% lower turnover rates. Feedback keeps teams in sync and individuals motivated. Start by setting a culture where feedback is seen as a positive growth tool, not a formality or a chore. Regular one-on-one meetings can create a safe space for open, honest dialogue. Make these interactions about genuine communication rather than ticking a box on a managerial checklist. When giving feedback, be specific and focus on behavior, not the person. Instead of saying, "You're not team-oriented," try, "I noticed you worked solo on the project that was meant for team collaboration. Can we discuss ways to involve the team more in the future?" This approach is constructive and focuses on improvement. Receiving feedback is just as crucial. Show that you value it by acting on it where appropriate. If your team suggests more brainstorming sessions could enhance creativity, try to implement them. Showing that their feedback leads to real changes encourages a continuous flow of ideas and insights. To truly calibrate your feedback process, make it a two-way street. Ask for feedback on your leadership. This not only models humility and openness but also enhances your effectiveness. Remember, feedback is a loop, not a one-way ticket. Chapter 5. Integrity intact. Non-negotiables of trust. Integrity is the bedrock of effective leadership. Without it, no real success is possible, no matter whether it is on a section gang, a football field, or in an office. Dwight D. Eisenhower's words remind us that the true measure of leadership is integrity. Studies show that organizations led by people with high ethical standards not only perform better financially but also have higher employee satisfaction. To uphold integrity, start by defining your core values and ensure they are communicated clearly across your organization. It's not enough to have values. You must live by them and lead by example. When faced with tough choices, refer back to these values. Will this decision reflect what we stand for? Next, create transparency in your processes. When people understand how decisions are made, they are more likely to trust their leaders. Transparency eliminates doubts and fosters a culture of trust and openness. For instance, if budget cuts are necessary, explain why they are happening and how choices were made. This openness helps team members understand the situation and aligns them with the organization's larger goals. Another strategy is to consistently apply ethical standards. Whether you're dealing with a top performer or a new recruit, the same rules should apply. This consistency shows that the organization's values are not just words on a page but standards that everyone is expected to live by. Lastly, encourage a culture where everyone feels comfortable speaking up. When team members believe they can voice concerns without fear of retribution, it strengthens the organization's ethical foundation. A 2019 survey by the Ethics and Compliance Initiative found that organizations with strong ethical cultures had 40% fewer instances of misconduct. Clearly, integrity pays off not just in trust, but in maintaining a clean, effective business operation. Chapter 6. Innovation Incubator. leading change and creativity. In today's fast-paced world, innovation is not just a nice-to-have, it's a must. A leader's role is to cultivate an environment where new ideas can thrive. Google's 20% time, where employees can spend 20% of their time on side projects, has led to innovations like Gmail and AdSense. This shows that giving space for creativity can lead to substantial breakthroughs. Begin by encouraging risk-taking. Innovation involves trial and error, and fearing failure stifles creativity. Establish an atmosphere where failure is seen as a stepping stone to success. When a project fails, instead of assigning blame, analyze what can be learned and how these lessons can propel future projects. It's also crucial to diversify your team. Different backgrounds bring different ideas and perspectives to the table, enhancing creative problem-solving. Research from Boston Consulting Group found that companies with more diverse management teams have 19% higher revenues due to innovation. Another strategy is to keep communication open and multidirectional. Invite ideas from all levels of your organization. Sometimes the most groundbreaking ideas come from those on the front lines who are interacting directly with customers or daily challenges. To stimulate creativity, invest in continuous learning and development. Whether through workshops, seminars, or access to courses, expanding your team's skills keeps their minds sharp and open to new ideas.